Hi guys, Lana here. You've seen how much real estate agents get paid, but is it really fair? I mean, in the current market, homes practically selling themselves. And what do the agents really do on a daily basis besides showing homes and writing some offers? Let's find out from the agents directly. Well, I'd like to find out, what is the most important thing you do as an agent?
I'd say communicating, definitely, hands down. I mean, there's so many parties involved in the transaction, and communication, smooth communication between them is vital. And then beyond that, I mean, negotiating the sale itself. We do everything we can for our clients, and negotiation is probably the second, right behind communication.
The most important thing that we do as agents is communicate with our clients so that they really understand the process, and we have skills as negotiators to make sure that we get the best for them.
Sounds like communication is very important, isn't it? We will run into the scenario sometimes when other brokers post things like that.
So I usually charge on my end an average of about 3%, sometimes a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on the needs of the property, and of course the seller themselves.
So the typical rate that an agent can charge really depends on a lot of different factors. Depends on the location of the property, if it's a luxury property versus a typical single-family home in the suburbs, or basically how hard it's going to be to sell. But typically, you're going to be anywhere from 2.8 to 3.2%. And you can charge give the buyer's agent however much money you decide to give them. It can be $2, $100, a couple thousand. Really just depends on what you feel like they should be compensated.
The typical rate that we see is between 2.8 and 3.2%, but that can really vary depending on the agent or the property.
But some of the brokers will charge only, let's say, $2,000 for the sale.
And yes, you would absolutely think that's more cost effective. So let's take a look at a real life scenario. So let's break this down. The list price was $525,000. Close price, $525,000. So they got exactly what they had requested, right? The listing agent commission was only $19.95 versus the typical average somewhere around $15,000, $16,000. So their savings in this scenario would be just under $14,000 at $13,755, right? Our Rebel broker, who with the right due diligence has priced it somewhere between $550,000 to $570,000, based on the comparable sales in the area at $571,740. So we're just going off of the lowest numbers possible. Listing agent commission at $17,152. Net to the seller would be $554,588. So at the end, they lost $31,583 by trying to save $13,000 by using the other broker.
Wow, I guess there is much more to the bottom line than just lower commission.
I don't know what kind of experience that a client would get with another broker, but I do know what they would get with us as our client, and that would be the best service we can provide.
So at the end of the day, no other way to say it, guys. You really do get what you pay for, and this is one of the biggest transactions of your life. Do you really just want to toss that to some guy who doesn't really care, or do you want to get the best service possible?
This one kind of hits me right here because this was a personal experience. I mean, I knew the individual here that chose to go with a different brokerage, and I mean, I understand it, but the reality is we're not out there just looking for a quick buck. We're there for our clients, for our people, because it matters. These transactions are huge. I mean, I'm not buying $1 million yacht, so you know, these homes are some of the biggest transactions and purchases, sales, whatever that we'll ever really deal with or manage. And I want to make sure that it's done right because it's your hard-earned money, and I want to make sure you keep it.
Thank you very much for sticking around. And if this math makes sense to you, then give us a call. Also, feel free to go on our website, brandonandlana.com, and learn about every single agent on our team. We have amazing agents on our team, educated, caring, and professional. Feel free to share this video with somebody who can save money from the sale of their home. We would love to help them as well.